So lately I've been doing a lot of 3D printing, and I've kind of like hit the next tier. It was before when I first started, I just like would throw stuff in there and see what would come out. And not everything's gonna print perfectly. Like my wife wanted a Wonder Woman tiara to take to school because she works at a school. They were gonna have like Princess Day or I don't know what it was, but the tiara for some reason messed up, probably because I didn't like adjust it right or something, but it failed to print correctly. So I had to stop it halfway through and just tossed it. I'll probably look at it later on. I got more Star Wars stuff to do. It's more important, right? um anyway, I was going to show you one of my very first prints. Actually, my first print was uh Star Wars wise, was that stormtrooper helmet that I showed before, and it came out, you know, not perfect. Like the eyes and the like I showed the head. Uh, I don't know if you can see it, but it's got the lines where when it got spliced. I guess it didn't splice it correctly, and it kind of shifted it over. So yeah, you can see the lines through that. And this was like, I think this was my very first one because I wanted a stormtrooper helmet really bad, and I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not, but my second one came out really good. And the thing is, when I was printing it, I guess I was using a clear white filament, and it just didn't print uh, like I thought it would. And then I had to use like white filament on top of it, so it looks like, I don't know, it looks kind of weird. And I'll show it to you. So you can see it's kind of clear plastic around here, and then solid white on top. But I should have printed it upside down because this is so rough right here. I could probably sand it, and I probably will later on when it gets a little bit warmer, because it's kind of cold here. Because I want to sand it and maybe spray paint it for my daughter because she really likes this Mando helmet, and get some stuff to put in here for a visor and some cushions, of course. But yeah, I did this, and this was my second one. I was really proud of it, and I'll probably print another one, maybe black or all white. That way, um, that way it'll look a little bit better. Not that it matters, because once you paint it and stuff, it'll be fine. But I think I've got the itch to paint. So that's my Mando helmet, and it came out really well. I was really pleased. So I printed something, and I saw that somebody had like painted it, and I wanted to show that I got the itch to do stuff. So I got this. It's called Betem, Betem, and they're dual tip acrylic markers. I got them on Amazon for like $20, and there's 48 of them. And the reason I got it is because I have this black stormtrooper helmet, but I saw somebody else had made one, and in the white ones, in right here inside the little divots, they painted them blue on the white ones, and the guy did it on his black one too, and I thought it looked really cool. So before I paint it though, I'm gonna sandpaper this and bondo it and then sandpaper it again, and then spray it. I got some really shiny black glossy paint that I want to do, so I'm gonna sandpaper this down and try to make it look really, really cool. I need to put the little pieces in here because there's supposed to be two pieces, like microphones sort of, that go in here also, and I'll probably print those and super glue them in. But yeah, I got the markers so I could do the blue in here on either side, and I also printed I had to go and find it. I had to ask somebody to send me the files for it because somebody who had the files said that they were selling his stuff on eBay, and he did it for free. The for you to be able to use it for free, which I'm using it for free. I'm not going to sell it or anything like that. But I printed out the Emperor's Throne. You can see there's a little super glue in there. I'll probably get in there and tidy that up with some black marker. But the thing was, is I saw somebody had it on the inside. There's consoles, and they had like red, white, and buttons, and then it had some on the outside that were yellowish, and it looked really cool. I don't think I'm really gonna sandpaper this down. It doesn't really need it. It did a really great job. Just me being able to glue it. I glued it and it got tacky and stuck, and I let it sit for like an hour, and I got excited and I started like grabbing it, and it, of course it fell apart because this is a piece, and then this piece fell off. So I'm going to paint this later on, and this will be one of my projects to paint. So I'm really excited because I have the Emperor up there. He's taking a nap. He's laying down now, but once I get this done, he'll have a chair to sit in. Probably push everybody out of the way. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. One thing I'm really excited about is this mask I just printed. It just finished like an hour ago, and it took like one day and 20 hours or 15 hours, I think. And it doesn't need any painting or anything. It needs a visor, but I got the correct filament, and it just needs to be sanded down maybe a little bit and then painted with a glossy paint. And this is what it looks like when you first pull it off of the printer. Now, if you see this is how I printed it. I printed it upside down. Now, if you're going to be doing a 3D printer, I would highly suggest you get a spatula or one of these putty knives, because even though the bed that it's printed on is heated up and warm, it still sticks to it, and it's kind of tough sometimes to get these off. So this has made my life so much better. This putty knife, it costs $2-3 at Walmart or whatever. Just get one that's really flat that you can get in there and pop loose. It's made so much better. But if you can see, a lot of filament is used to create the supports for like the head and the eyes. They put supports in here so it doesn't like shift. But when you pop it out, it's going to be rough inside, so you got to like sand it down a little bit. And it leaves a lot of like filament in between when it's like going back and forth. So you got to sand that down too. But I thought this was super cool when I saw this. And I'm going to, take all the supports off and get it ready to go. Now, I want to show you 2 more projects that I have coming up that I'm going to do. So let me pull this up. And I have the files for them already ready to go, and I'm excited about it. Is Han Solo's blaster. So I can paint it, and then stress it, make the gun look worn, and the brown, I'll probably have to get some brown paint, but it's got like, I don't know, 15 parts that you have to print in order to build this. But I think it would look so cool to have it, printed, put together, painted. Because I saw one guy on YouTube who actually did it and showed all the techniques for making it look worn and stressed on the gun. So I'm kind of excited about that. The other thing that I want to show you is this, and I'm probably going to print this pretty soon. It's a thermal detonator. So what you can do is it's 3 parts, a thermal detonator is, that I could print out, but I want to get the light bulbs working and the sounds. I know you can buy little circuit boards and stuff, and Lord knows I'm not, the best electronics guy out there, but if I can find a way, I want to get it together to where it will sound like Princess Leia's thermal detonator. That would be so cool. So 3 parts, and I can put it in there and get there's like three lights down here right in the middle, and then you got the red one up here. So if I can get that done, that would be so amazing. Maybe I can get her get my oldest daughter to dress as Bosch from Return of the Jedi, like Princess Leia. I think it'd be really neat. She could have the thermal detonator and the big stick. Maybe I'll be Chewbacca. But anyway, I just wanted to come on here and show you my projects that I've been doing so far. I'm having a blast doing them. I mean, just for fun, I made this for my kids. It's a vortex ball. You push the ends together and they come together. Or, the hardest part is trying to get them apart. So there, yeah, get them apart, and then it takes getting them apart and putting them back together. Sometimes is a pain. Come on now, there you go. So yeah, vortex ball is fun. I have a cone that's the same way, and it's neat. But yeah, I'm just having fun, and I think taking it to the next level of being able to paint it or actually sand it down, Bondo it, the masks, and then paint them and get them glossy and get them all fixed up with, the insides, like the padding and the visor part. I think that'll be really cool. It'll be neat to see what happens next Halloween. From this point forward, Halloween is, the sky's the limit. I'm going to switch gears. If you're a big Wolverine and Deadpool fan and you love the last movie, there's a huge link between them and Star Wars. So if you don't know what it is, I'm not going to tell you, but you can go to my video right here and you can see it. What's it about? I don't know. Go watch it. Watch the whole thing. It's amazing because I made it. So yeah, check it out, and please subscribe if you enjoy my content. I greatly appreciate it. And remember, the Force will be with you always.